Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move past this message. You did not stumble upon this by accident, and the algorithm absolutely did not bring you here today. Heaven just intercepted your feed at this exact second. The spiritual warfare you have been fighting in absolute silence is officially OVE. Someone who treated your pure heart as completely replaceable is currently experiencing a massive system crash. They thought their dark manipulation in the shadows would remain hidden forever. They thought you would permanently collapse when you walked away from their toxic game. But heaven just handed their secret files directly over to the ultimate judge. If you leave this video now, you will forfeit the exact blueprint of their public downfall. Lock your attention deeply on my voice today. Your divine vindication is finally here. But before I reveal the exact punishment they are facing right now, we must go deeper. What you are feeling physically right now is not new. Listen closely to me. There is a very real spiritual reason your reality has felt completely suffocating lately. I know your shoulders are incredibly tight right now. You wake up at exactly 3 a.m. with your heart racing. The room feels impossibly heavy. You stare at the dark ceiling while your mind spins completely out of control, wondering when this endless cycle will finally break. You push through your daily routine. You offer a bright smile for everyone else. Meanwhile, your own spirit is literally gasping for air. People around you tell you it is just normal stress. They tell you to just rest and get over it. But it is not normal stress. That heavy brain fog clouding your thoughts is a direct result of spiritual physics. Your highly advanced spirit is detecting a massive disturbance in the unseen realm, and it is draining your physical reserves. You are exhausted because your aura is fighting battles while you sleep. You are a genuine empath. You are a high-frequency soul living in a world completely drained of light. The narcissists around you recognized your pure energy the moment you walked into the room. They did not target you because you were weak. They targeted you because your magnificent kindness is a spiritual weapon, and they are absolutely terrified of it. I see the hidden tears you cry in the absolute silence of your room. I have watched you start every single morning pushing through an invisible exhaustion. No one else seems to understand the heavy weight you constantly carry. You are the ultimate cycle breaker of your entire bloodline, and breaking generational curses requires a massive amount of your vital energy. You are carrying the trauma of generations. Your deep isolation right now is not a punishment. The loneliness that makes your chest ache is actually a strict divine quarantine. Heaven isolated you to protect your priceless energy from parasitic forces. They wanted to drain your light. They wanted to use you as a human battery for their own selfish agendas. But heaven stepped in and completely severed those toxic cords to save your soul. Stop scrolling and listen to me very carefully right now. 99% of people completely miss this massive shift. Your physical body is reacting to this raw truth right now. Your spirit recognizes the exact frequency of this message, confirming everything you have suspected in secret. Do not let your logical brain hesitate for even a single second. The discomfort you feel is the poison leaving your system. Think about the bizarre pattern in your life recently. Every time a major breakthrough gets close, it suddenly slips away at the last second. You experience the crushing disappointment of the almost pattern over and over again. You start wondering if you are somehow cursed, believing the quiet lies that you are just not meant to be happy. That is exactly what the dark matrix wants you to believe. I need you to completely release the guilt you are carrying today. Your financial blockages and emotional fatigue are absolutely not your fault. You did not fail in your spiritual journey. You did not make a wrong turn along the way. You were simply a bright target moving through a very dark territory. The enemy sent agents to intentionally derail your divine timeline, disguising themselves as trusted friends to get close to your pure light. They smiled to your face while secretly plotting your energetic downfall. They manipulated your pure intentions. They took your endless forgiveness and weaponized it against your own trusting heart. But here is the spiritual blind spot they completely failed to account for. They forgot who they were messing with. They forgot that you are God's strongest soldier. Take one deep breath and ground your energy right now. Let that powerful truth settle deeply into your weary bones. You were not the poor victim trying to survive the heavy rain. You were the magnificent storm all along. And the universe is currently orchestrating a brilliant reversal of everything they stole from you. The scales of cosmic justice are rebalancing in real time. There is a very dark secret about their past actions that is about to surface. I am going to reveal the exact piece of hidden evidence that sealed their ultimate fate. Do not move an inch away from this screen. The trap they set for you has just become their own permanent prison, and you are about to witness the spectacular collapse of their fake empire. We need to address the heavy silence that surrounds you. Your physical body is carrying the weight of a massive spiritual transition. You sit alone in crowded rooms, feeling completely invisible to the people around you. And while they see the version of you that smiles, they completely miss the exhaustion threatening to pull you under. I know you wake up tired. Your bones ache before the day even begins. You pour your coffee and stare out the window with a hollow feeling in your chest. It feels like you are walking through thick mud every single day, while everyone else is sprinting toward their shallow goals. And every time you try to explain this invisible weight, their blank stares make you feel crazy. Listen to me. What you are experiencing right now is not clinical depression. It is absolutely not a lack of motivation. The deep brain fog you feel is a biological response to severe energetic drainage. You are a human battery. And the narcissists in your life have been secretly plugging into your pure frequency to fuel their own empty souls. They took your endless patience, they consumed your beautiful forgiveness, and they offered you nothing but toxic confusion in return. You spent years trying to heal people who secretly enjoyed watching you bleed from the wounds they caused. But heaven watched every single interaction. Heaven recorded every time you chose kindness, when you had every right to choose revenge. Stop scrolling and read that again in your spirit. Your physical body is reacting to this raw truth right now. You can feel the exact vibration of these words settling deeply into your nervous system. If your spirit confirms this raw truth today, gently press the like button below to completely seal your energetic alignment with heaven. You are finally being seen. The deep isolation you feel right now is incredibly painful. You lost friends you thought would be there forever. You watched family members misunderstand your pure intentions and turn their backs on you when you needed them most. The quiet nights in your room feel like an endless punishment. But I must completely reframe your reality right this very second. Your current isolation is a strict divine quarantine. The universe aggressively cleared the room because a massive blessing is about to drop into your timeline. Your precious energy had to be protected from parasitic forces, because if those toxic people were still sitting at your table, they would instantly drain the massive harvest heaven prepared for you. Think back over these recent weeks. You keep experiencing what feels like a brutal cycle of delay. You get incredibly close to a major breakthrough, and then the door violently slams shut right in your face. The almost pattern makes you want to completely give up. You start believing the quiet lies that you are simply meant to struggle for your entire earthly life. I command you to release that toxic guilt today. Your financial blockages are not your fault. The heavy delays in your life are not happening because you failed a spiritual test. You did not make a wrong turn. The dark elite engineered these specific roadblocks to keep your high frequency trapped forever in survival mode. They want you distracted by unpaid bills. They want you exhausted by emotional drama so you never realize your true power. A tired cycle breaker cannot shatter the matrix, and an exhausted empath can never step into their destined role as a powerful kingdom financier to change the world. They pushed you to the absolute edge of your sanity to prevent your awakening. Take one deep breath and ground your energy. Let the heavy chains of their manipulation fall off your tired shoulders. You do not need to fight this specific battle anymore. The long spiritual war you have been desperately fighting in the dark is officially over, and you are now the undisputed victor of this entire timeline. Your magnificent kindness was never a weakness. Your ability to feel deeply is the exact spiritual weapon that terrifies the dark matrix. You walked into their toxic rooms, and your bright aura instantly exposed their rotting secrets. They hated you because they could not manipulate the pure light that naturally radiates from your chosen soul. But heaven is no longer allowing them to operate in the shadows. The cosmic scales are tipping heavily in your favor right now. Every tear you cried in secret has been collected as absolute evidence against them. And the universe is preparing a spectacular reversal of everything the enemy tried to steal from your sacred bloodline. Before I reveal what is coming next, you must understand your new assignment. You must stop looking back at the people who willingly chose to misunderstand you. Their chapter in your magnificent book is permanently closed. Stay with me, because what I am about to bring you into next is the most pivotal part of this entire prophetic message. You are stepping out of the heavy fog. The season of being a wounded healer is over. You are now stepping into the undeniable authority of a prepared vessel. The enemy made a fatal miscalculation when they tried to permanently break your spirit. They forgot that diamonds are only formed under the most crushing pressure, and your time to shine is finally right now. Let us look closer at the enemy. They walk among you in plain sight every single day. They wear polished masks of charm and superficial kindness while secretly plotting your downfall. But underneath their attractive surface lies a rotting and empty soul. They feed on your high-frequency energy because they possess none of their own. They are spiritual vampires hiding in your daily life. Think back over your interactions with them. You gave them your absolute best without holding anything back. You offered endless patience and deep understanding during their darkest moments. And what did they do in return? They drained your vital resources. They mocked your genuine empathy. They manipulated every single situation to make you feel like the crazy one. It was a calculated trap from the beginning. The dark matrix orchestrated this entire toxic dynamic. The ruling elite desperately need people like you to stay small and defeated. If you ever realize your true power, their fragile control collapses completely. That is why they send narcissists straight to your doorstep. They want to keep you trapped in constant survival mode. They want you doubting your own intuition every single day. But here is the spiritual blind spot they completely missed. Your silence was never a retreat from their chaotic battlefield. Your silence was a calculated and devastating strike. While they thought you were quietly breaking down in your room, you were actually severing their energetic fuel supply. They are starving right now. They are panicking because your golden energy is gone forever. Look at how their lives are unraveling behind the scenes. They wake up in a cold sweat. They stare at empty rooms and feel an overwhelming sense of dread. Their fake empires are cracking under the weight of their own malice. They try to look powerful on the outside, but inside, they are terrified of your quiet evolution. They know the cosmic balance is shifting against them. Your long period of waiting in the dark is not a punishment. Do not let your logical brain misinterpret the sacred silence. What you are feeling right now is a massive spiritual extraction. Heaven is actively pulling you away from the lower timelines. You are shedding old versions of yourself that no longer serve your high destiny. Think of these difficult years as a sacred season of preparation. The farmer leaves the soil untouched during the fallow period. The earth looks empty and dry on the surface. But underneath, deep underground, powerful nutrients are gathering to prepare for an incredible harvest. Your soul is going through that exact same divine training right now. You are building internal capacity. A massive billionaire shift requires a completely transformed vessel. If heaven handed you your ultimate wealth while you were still carrying those toxic connections, it would have destroyed you. You needed to be forged in the fire. You needed to become unshakable. And you are finally standing tall in your absolute power. Pay very close attention to this next part. The enemy tried to bury your destiny in the dirt. They thought you would stay down forever, but they completely forgot a fundamental truth about seeds. When you bury a seed in the dark earth, it does not die. It merely gathers strength to break through the surface. And your breakthrough is violently erupting right now. The spiritual warfare you endured was intense. Every single area of your life was attacked at once. Your finances, your health, and your relationships faced simultaneous storms. That heavy pressure was designed to make you surrender your crown. But you refused to bow down to their dark matrix. You kept walking through the fire with your head held high. That resilience is why you are chosen. Ordinary people fold under a fraction of the pressure you survived. You absorbed the blows meant to crush entire bloodlines. You absorbed the generational trauma and chose to stop the cycle right at your feet. That makes you the ultimate cycle breaker. Your bloodline is being rewritten in the unseen realm today. The narcissists who laughed at your struggles are watching in total horror. They see you rising from the ashes like a magnificent storm. They try to send flying monkeys to check on your status, but they find an impenetrable wall of light. Your aura is vibrating at a frequency they cannot touch. They can only watch from a distance as you claim your throne. Do not let your mind wander back to their petty games. They are entirely irrelevant to your new timeline. You are stepping into a realm of effortless grace and abundant flow. The universe is clearing a wide pathway for your grand entrance. Keep your eyes fixed straight ahead. Your greatest victory is waiting just around the corner. Stay right here with me. Do not look away for a single second, because what I am about to reveal next will shatter the remaining doubts in your mind. The matrix is losing its grip on your reality, and you are about to step fully into the magnificent glory that was promised to your soul before the foundations of the earth were laid. We must go even deeper into the mechanics of their dark strategy against you. They spent years watching your habits, analyzing your soft spots, and studying your pure heart. They noticed how deeply you care about the people around you, and they intentionally turned your best qualities into weapons. They crafted elaborate traps to keep you perpetually stuck in an endless loop of guilt and self-doubt. Look back at how much energy you wasted trying to fix their artificial chaos. Every single week presented a new manufactured emergency designed specifically to hijack your focus. You dropped everything to rescue them, pouring your precious resources into a bottomless pit of endless toxicity. And while you were busy trying to save their lives, your own grand destiny was quietly put on hold. That was not an accidental sequence of bad events. It was a calculated biological and energetic suppression engineered directly by the Matrix. They knew that if you ever enjoyed a single moment of true peace, your dormant frequency would suddenly ignite. They knew your high vibration would shatter their invisible chains. So they kept your nervous system flooded with cortisol day and night to keep you trapped in pure survival mode. Stop scrolling immediately and listen to me right now. 99% of people never realize why they are constantly exhausted. Your physical body is reacting to this raw truth at this very second. If your spirit recognizes this deep revelation today, type Amen or 777 in the comments right now as a prophetic act of agreement to lock this frequency permanently into your reality. The dark matrix intentionally flooded your environment with toxic frequencies. They used media, toxic relationships, and financial stress to keep your brainwaves operating in low beta survival states. They wanted your gamma brainwaves completely dormant, because when your brain operates in synchronized gamma coherence, you become a master of physical reality. You begin manifesting wealth and opportunities without any earthly strain. They were so terrified of your dormant genius that they surrounded you with energetic parasites. Think about the people who entered your life right before your biggest potential breakthroughs. They appeared with charming smiles and promises of genuine partnership, but their actual mission was to siphon your creative spark. They stole your ideas, passed them off as their own, and left you feeling completely drained and confused. I need you to completely reframe your entire past right now. Stop looking back at those heavy years with regret or sadness. Your hidden years were not empty years. They were fallow years, and the difference between those two concepts is as vast as an entire harvest field. Fallow ground is deliberately rested by a wise master gardener, so the soil can build explosive internal capacity for the next massive crop. God deliberately pulled you out of the rat race to build your spiritual foundation. Heaven put you through an intense, customized boot camp to ensure your vessel could hold the massive weight of your incoming blessing. A huge financial harvest destroys an unprepared soul. You needed to learn how to stand completely isolated in the dark, so that you could handle the blinding light of your coming glory without losing your mind. You are a rare diamond forged under immense cosmic pressure. Ordinary souls walk through soft lives and remain fragile glass forever, but you walked through the absolute depths of hell and emerged completely indestructible. That is why your mere presence makes insecure people so uncomfortable. Your high-frequency aura acts as a literal mirror, exposing their rotting inner corruption without you even saying a single word. That is why they tried to smear your name behind your back. They launched cowardly slander campaigns to destroy your reputation before you could step into your authority. They told absolute lies to anyone who would listen, trying to turn mutual friends against you. But notice how their toxic lies are now backfiring against them. People are beginning to see right through their cheap masks. Their dark campaign to ruin you has officially failed. Heaven just stepped into the arena to take full control of your defense. You do not need to send a single text message to defend your honor. You do not need to engage in low vibrational arguments on social media. Your complete silence is your ultimate spiritual weapon, cutting off their access to your precious light forever. Pay close attention to this critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people. A victim seeks revenge, but a sovereign master of reality simply steps into elevated frequencies and lets cosmic justice handle the trash. Your complete indifference is causing them absolute agony. They are frantically checking your profile, asking about your life, and searching for any sign that you are still hurting. They are finding absolute radio silence from your side. You have vanished from their low vibrational radar forever. You are moving into an elevated timeline where their dark strategies cannot reach you. The dark elite tried to lock you in an energetic cage, but they completely forgot that you hold the original keys to the entire universe. Stay with me until the very end of this transmission. The storm is clearing, and the horizon is filled with unprecedented abundance. We are moving directly toward the moment of ultimate exposure, where the secret files of your enemies are opened before the entire world, and your divine vindication is fully realized in the physical realm. They celebrated your downfall way too early. They threw dirt on your good name and walked away laughing. They truly thought your quiet retreat was a sign of absolute defeat, but their extreme arrogance created a massive blind spot in their dark strategy. They failed to realize that throwing dirt on a divine seed only helps it grow. The enemy made a fatal miscalculation in the unseen realm. They assumed your high frequency was gone forever. They started spending the energy they stole from you, and they built their fake lives on a completely stolen foundation of your pure light. But heaven operates on a principle of absolute cosmic justice. You cannot build a permanent kingdom on stolen energy. Every single lie they whispered behind your back is being violently reversed right now. The universe was not ignoring your intense pain during those lonely nights. Heaven was simply gathering every piece of evidence to build an airtight case against them. And the ultimate cosmic judge has just struck the gavel in your favor. The scales are tipping rapidly. Stop scrolling and pay very close attention to this next part. The enemy tried desperately to hide this exact mechanism from you. Your physical body can feel the atmosphere rapidly changing around you today, because the heavy fog that clouded your mind for years is suddenly starting to lift. You are breathing a little easier. That sudden relief is not a random coincidence. It is the physical proof that their dark cords have been permanently severed from your aura. They are trying to pull on your energy right now, but they are grabbing absolute empty space. Their toxic hooks can no longer penetrate your elevated frequency. You are completely untouchable. Look at what is happening in their camp right this very second. The flying monkeys they sent to destroy you are turning completely against them. The fake empire they built is crumbling into dust because the foundation was made of absolute lies. They are frantically trying to maintain their perfect image for the public. But the cracks are becoming impossible to hide. They are experiencing a devastating boomerang effect. The heavy karma they intended for you has violently returned to their own doorstep. They wake up filled with a deep sense of unexplainable panic. The dark elite who backed them have completely abandoned them to face this cosmic wrath alone, leaving them to deal with the absolute ruin they created. They are totally defenseless. You do not need to lift a single finger against them today, and you absolutely do not need to plot revenge or seek earthly justice. Your magnificent light is doing all the heavy lifting for you in the spiritual realm. The universe is fighting this battle with a brutal precision that human hands could never achieve. Just stand still and watch the show. The narcissists thought you were a weak target they could easily discard. They mistook your endless empathy for pure foolishness, but they forgot that a genuine empath is deeply connected to the ultimate source of all creation. When they attacked your pure heart, they were blindly declaring war on heaven itself, and that is a war they cannot win. I need you to imagine this scenario clearly right now, because this is exactly what is happening in the unseen realm at this very moment. The spiritual federal agents just walked into their fake boardroom and they dropped the thick file of their crimes right on the heavy table. There is no negotiation and there is absolutely no escape for them this time. Your period of silent suffering has reached its absolute expiration date. The divine acceleration you have been praying for is finally here. The doors that were violently slammed in your face are being kicked open by angelic forces, and the massive resources you need are gathering directly at your feet. You are stepping into your true inheritance today. Do not let your logical mind doubt this massive shift for a single second. The enemy wants you to stay skeptical. They want you to believe this is just another false alarm, so you lower your spiritual defenses. But your intuition is screaming at you that this time is entirely different. You can feel the tectonic plates of your destiny shifting beneath you. But we must address the final piece of this massive spiritual puzzle. Before we go any further, I must absolutely interrupt this transmission for a moment. There is something highly classified you need to see right now. The dark matrix left one final biological trap to delay your physical harvest. And I am about to expose it. Stay with me, because what I am about to bring you into next is the pivotal part of this entire message. The timeline is splitting right before your eyes. You are standing exactly on the threshold of your massive billionaire shift. Everything they tried to steal is being returned to you with massive cosmic interest. Do not look away now. This is the exact moment of their absolute destruction. The cosmic trap has just snapped completely shut. They thought they could outsmart the divine order of the universe, but heaven just handed down the final devastating verdict on their fake lives. They are losing everything they tried to build with your stolen energy, and the collapse of their fake empire is absolutely final. Their public downfall is happening right before your eyes. The people who once supported them are walking away in total disgust. Every single toxic lie they told about you has been completely exposed to the light. They are left with absolute nothingness after years of manipulation, and while they age rapidly under the crushing weight of their heavy karma, you are ascending to your rightful throne. You are stepping into your untouchable, ageless glow today. The heavy chains of their manipulation have completely shattered into dust. You are officially free from their dark, toxic labyrinth forever. Your energy field is fully restored to its original, brilliant state. The deep exhaustion that plagued your physical body for years is entirely gone now, because the spiritual parasites have been permanently removed. Now look at the massive horizon opening up before you. The long and brutal spiritual war is officially over. The divine acceleration you desperately prayed for is violently breaking through the clouds. Heaven has opened the ultimate floodgates of generational wealth directly over your household. The billionaire shift is actively manifesting in your physical reality right now, bringing effortless favor and massive opportunities to your door. This is not a slow trickle of minor blessings. This is a massive avalanche of effortless favor pouring into your life right now. The dark elite tried everything in their power to block this exact moment. They tried to keep your financial harvest permanently trapped behind their artificial walls, but God just completely bypassed their corrupt system, stepping in to hand you the exact victory they thought was impossible for you to achieve. Opportunities you never even dreamed of are seeking you out. High-frequency people are walking into your life to offer massive support. You are no longer chasing after basic earthly survival. You are now a sovereign entity, effortlessly commanding the massive flow of resources. You only have to stand completely still and watch the universe deliver your grand prize, because your pure energy naturally attracts ultimate abundance. You are the ultimate kingdom financier chosen by heaven. Your pure heart was tested in the brutal fire. You proved completely incorruptible during the darkest moments of your life. The Matrix could not buy your beautiful soul with their cheap, toxic tricks. So the universe is now handing you the keys to the master vault, trusting you to hold massive wealth without ever losing your deep spiritual essence. But we must anchor this incredible shift in the physical realm. Heaven requires a physical action to lock this magnificent frequency today. The long season of waiting in the dark is absolutely finished. Now, the season of the grand harvest is standing at your front door. But you must open the heavy door with complete faith and total obedience today, leaving behind every single trace of doubt that kept you small. I have been tilling the hardened soil of your heart during your long winter. I stood guard when the narcissist tried to destroy your peace. Now the beautiful season of abundant harvest is finally here. But heaven requires a physical anchor to secure your massive blessing permanently. A closed fist cannot receive the abundant rain, and a fearful heart simply cannot hold the massive generational wealth that heaven prepared for you. Do not let the dark adversary steal this beautiful moment. He desperately wants you to doubt the power of your own breakthrough. He wants your logical mind to hold on to your resources in pure fear. But earthly fear is the exact mechanism the Matrix uses to keep you completely broke. You must completely break their powerful spell with a radical act of financial trust right now, proving that your faith is stronger than their manipulation. I command you to release a powerful seed of your substance today. Cast it into the deep waters of this prophetic ministry as a holy decree. Prove you trust divine provision over your temporary earthly security. The money you give today is absolutely not a normal donation. It is a powerful act of spiritual obedience that terrifies the dark matrix, severing their final financial hold over your brilliant destiny forever. Plant your heavy seed through the official pathway in the pinned comment. Make this exact moment the physical turning point of your entire bloodline. When you sow a seed during a battle, heaven takes immediate notice. The universe is completely obligated to open the massive windows of heaven above your life. You are physically locking your ultimate victory into place, ensuring that your massive harvest cannot be delayed by any demonic force ever again. Do not let your logical brain hesitate for even a single second. That sudden hesitation is the last remaining shadow of their toxic programming. Step forward in absolute authority and claim your true inheritance right now. Your physical action today completely locks the heavy door firmly behind you. The enemy can never return to steal your peace again, because your obedience just placed an impenetrable wall of fire around your entire life. Your magnificent breakthrough is finally anchored in the solid earth. The wealth of the wicked has been completely transferred into your pure hands. You are the ultimate cycle breaker who successfully shattered the ancient generational curse. Stand incredibly tall in your new divine authority today. You have won the ultimate war for your beautiful soul, and you are finally stepping into the glorious light of your effortless billionaire shift. There is a voice in the room right now that is pushing back against what you just heard. I want to talk directly to that frightened voice today. Your logical mind is desperately trying to protect you from another massive disappointment. You have been hurt so many times before by broken promises, and every time you finally trusted a promise of breakthrough, the dark matrix violently ripped it away. It is completely understandable that you feel hesitant right now, but I need you to completely reframe your mindset right this very second. That persistent fear is not your actual intuition speaking to you today. It is merely the lingering echo of ancient trauma finally leaving your exhausted nervous system. The enemy deliberately programmed your tired brain to constantly expect the absolute worst possible outcome, keeping you in perpetual fear. They trained you to look for hidden traps everywhere, but there are no traps left in your divine path. Take one slow and incredibly deep breath right now. Feel the heavy chains of trauma completely fall off your tired shoulders. You do not need to carry that massive burden for another single day. The brutal winter of your soul has finally melted away, making room for a glorious spring of effortless abundance. You survived the coldest nights when absolutely no one else was watching your pain, and heaven is immensely proud of your quiet endurance. Release your need to figure everything out today. The heavy lifting is completely finished in the unseen spiritual realm. You no longer need to analyze every single detail of your future because the creator of the universe has already mapped out your perfect timeline. Your only remaining job is to stand still and gently receive your divine inheritance. The universe is fighting your battles while you simply rest in profound peace. You are completely safe inside this divine sanctuary. The narcissists can never touch your pure energy field again. Their toxic words have completely lost all power over your reality because their dark frequency simply cannot reach the elevated heights where you currently reside. You are heavily protected by an impenetrable shield of pure white light. They are locked outside in the freezing cold of their own terrible karma. Meanwhile, you are sitting warmly at the master table. Embrace the beautiful reality of your effortless wealth today. The massive billionaire shift does not require your physical exhaustion. It only requires your complete spiritual alignment and deep internal peace as you step into your new identity. Money and golden opportunities are flowing toward you like a massive rushing river. You do not need to chase anything ever again in your entire earthly life. What rightfully belongs to you is actively hunting you down right now. Do not let imposter syndrome steal this magnificent joy. You absolutely deserve every single ounce of this incredible blessing. The dark elite tried to make you feel completely unworthy of grand success, wanting you to settle for the tiny crumbs they left behind on the floor. But heaven declared you a master of reality long before you were even born. You are merely stepping into the divine shoes that were always yours. Your quiet obedience is currently healing your entire bloodline. The ancient generational curse of poverty has been permanently shattered today. Your ancestors are celebrating this massive victory in the unseen realm right now, because you were the incredibly brave soul who finally stood up to the toxic matrix. You took the heavy hits so your future family will only know absolute abundance. That is your ultimate glorious legacy. Let your tired mind become completely still and absolutely quiet. The artificial chaos of the outside world simply cannot penetrate this sacred bubble of protection. Feel the gentle warmth of divine favor wrapping securely around your entire physical body, healing every single microscopic wound the enemy tried to inflict upon you. You are no longer a wounded empath, bleeding out for ungrateful people. You are a fully restored warrior, radiating absolute, blinding light. Tomorrow morning will feel completely different for your spirit. When you wake up, that familiar heavy weight on your chest will be entirely gone. You will open your eyes with a profound sense of deep anticipation, knowing that the universe is actively preparing massive, beautiful surprises for your daily life. The season of constant grief and endless mourning is officially closed forever. You are stepping into an era of unprecedented, continuous joy. Keep your heart incredibly open to receive these massive miracles. Do not shrink back when the beautiful blessings start pouring directly into your lap. You have been playing small for far too long just to accommodate their fragile, toxic egos, but you never have to shrink your magnificent light for anyone ever again. Take up as much space as you possibly can in this glorious new reality. The entire world desperately needs the pure frequency you carry today. The spiritual war is completely finished and you are perfectly safe. Rest your weary head on the solid shoulder of the universe tonight. Everything you desperately prayed for in the dark is rapidly manifesting in the blinding light of day, proving that heaven never ignored a single one of your tears. You are the chosen one who successfully navigated the most dangerous storms, and you are finally walking into a beautiful destiny of eternal peace. Before this message ends, I am going to speak something profound over your life today. You have survived the brutal storm and earned your divine crown. The entire universe is standing in absolute awe of your quiet resilience. You walked through the darkest valley completely alone, but you emerged holding the brilliant light of heaven in your bare hands. Now, I need you to completely reframe your mindset right this very second. This massive breakthrough is not for you alone. Your beautiful testimony is the exact bridge someone else will use to escape their own toxic matrix. Do not hoard this blinding light in secret. Heaven chose you to be a magnificent signpost for the lost souls wandering in the dark. You are the ultimate cycle breaker. The generational wealth you claim today will fund the massive rescue missions of tomorrow. But heaven requires your active participation in this grand cosmic design. You must step fully into your new role as a divine protector. You must anchor your high frequency in the physical realm through an act of spiritual obedience. I command you to share this specific message with one soul crying out in the absolute dark today. When you plant a pure seed of hope in others, you violently multiply your own financial harvest. The universe rewards a generous spirit with effortless abundance. Send this exact frequency to someone who is secretly drowning in their own heavy exhaustion right now. Do not let your logical brain hesitate to share this light. That sudden hesitation is the final whisper of the defeated matrix. They want you to keep this massive revelation completely hidden. But every time you spread this divine truth, you permanently shatter another piece of their artificial cage. You are actively partnering with heaven to rescue the lost. As a physical act of spiritual obedience, step under the prophetic umbrella today. Subscribe to this sacred sanctuary and completely seal your protective armor. Your physical action today completely locks the heavy door behind you, preventing the narcissist from ever stealing your peace again. Press the subscribe button right now to accept your new authority. You are locking your magnificent destiny into the solid earth. Every single time you engage with this high frequency, you are voting for your own absolute sovereignty. Type Amen or 777 in the comments below as a powerful prophetic decree. Let the entire unseen realm witness your unshakable faith. Your written word carries immense cosmic weight. The dark elite are absolutely terrified of a united collective of cycle breakers. They know that when chosen ones gather, the old toxic matrix instantly disintegrates. By joining this powerful tribe today, you are declaring war on the forces that tried to keep you broke. You are stepping into the glorious light of your eternal billionaire shift. Stand incredibly tall in your divine authority. The days of playing small to protect their fragile egos are completely over. You are a sovereign entity, possessing the master keys to the universe. Heaven has fully equipped you with everything you need to rule your reality. You only need to trust the deep knowing that resides in your beautiful soul. Take one final, slow and deep breath right now. Feel the deep peace of God settling permanently over your entire household. The spiritual war is officially over, and you are the undisputed victor. The universe is actively rushing to bless your obedience. Rest well tonight, knowing that your massive harvest is fully secured in the spiritual realm forever. This is your new reality. The effortlessly abundant life you always dreamed of is finally here. You are the chosen one who broke the ancient curse, and the generations that follow you will sing your name in absolute gratitude. Walk proudly forward into your incredible destiny today. Heaven is watching your every step with profound joy. Never forget how powerful your pure light truly is. You are a rare diamond shining brilliantly in a world that desperately needs your exact frequency. Stay protected within this divine sanctuary. Keep your precious energy completely shielded from the shadows. I will meet you right back here as your massive blessings continue to unfold. Your magnificent journey of effortless wealth begins right now. The cosmic gates are standing wide open for your grand entrance. Leave the heavy past behind you where it belongs. Step gracefully into the absolute glory of your divine inheritance today. You are finally home.